4 weeks ago, I posted something that's been trending for a while now, which is no to technicalities. Oftentimes people hide behind semantics and mantra to deceive. Oftentimes people hide behind it to do injustice. Oftentimes people hide behind it to delude, denude, and cover truth. But here we have facts that are as lucid as daybreak. Here we have a case that is as glaring, like Gandhi would say, as the Himalayas. We have a case that is obviously incontrovertible. I've heard people talk about 25% of Abuja, where what technicality will defeat that? I've heard people talk about the fact that there was a forfeiture in the US. What technicality will cover throw that in the dustbin? I've heard people talk about double nomination. These are fundamental issues. You know, you can hide behind technicalities to deceive when the facts are not as glaring as Olympic. And so, I have said, and I want to repeat here, it was one great author who said, oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Sir Walter Scott. They have thrown two teasers before the world, two teasers before you. Gazama has thrown his, Myriadly, for all you care. I was thinking very early this morning, and I just said, oh, ODILI. What could that pass for? Is it overwhelming debauchery? Is it illicit, licentious ideals? Those are the letters of that name. You know, we had before us the worst electoral lesson in our country's history. And someone is saying that if you go to court and you don't get justice, you be calm, don't pull down the roof. It was that Catholic American president that said a long time ago, John F. Kennedy, that those who make peaceful change impossible make violent change inevitable. These are truisms beyond doubts. And when they try to tell you, because the new debate is not necessarily the difference between military rule and democracy, but they are trying to throw before us the difference between autocracy and military rule. And I think they are Siamese twins. One cannot replace the other. If you refuse to allow the rule of law, if you refuse to allow the transparency of the electoral process, if you refuse to allow the people to express their rights through transparent electioneering process, what do you get? At best, you get autocracy, and autocracy is not democracy. At best, you get what people have now catched as civilian coup. So, for those who think that the judiciary can hide behind technicalities and complexities, I think that the truth is that the first time in our historicity, and that's my word for those who think that the young people aren't doing enough. I think that the young boys and young girls, our brothers and sisters, and the obedience out there have broken all records across our world. In electioneering processes, they taught the world a new lesson. You know what it is? From 2, 3, 4 persons tweeting in a room, we became the superstructure. You know, at some point they said we didn't have a structure, but we became the superstructure, and we won an election fair and square. And those who think that they are masters of subterfuge, deceit, debauchery, and larceny, think that they can cower the people. I told one of my aides this morning, I said, well, I've made up my mind. If you come to my car, my truck out there, you see I have change of clothes, I have my toiletries. I'm used to it. I've made up my mind. And in my tweet yesterday, I told the world, I said, you don't beat a child and refuse a child the right to cry. Those who are threatening us, are beating us silly. They took our mandate away and they don't want us to cry. Who does that? And I said, open the prison yards.
Yeah.
Open the prison yards. Oh, well, they say, okay, he's used to it. Yes, I'm 52, interestingly. And of that 52 years of my life, I spent 8 years and 2 months in one custody or the other. So I'm a veteran in creative suffering. I'm not scared. I understand that creative suffering is redemptive. I understand that if you must save a nation and save a people, you must be ready to look in the eyes of a jailer and say, I'm here not because I'm a criminal. I'm here because my moral commitment to justice and to a better society is higher than yours.
Thank you, brother.
So